Hey, you guys, I just got done working out. So I wanted to come on here and just share something with you guys because we have been sharing our health journey. But I want to make one thing clear because I am a woman of faith. Um, it's not the products alone that gets things done. So I want you to understand that if you go work out for a long time and then eventually you stop working out, the workouts that you did won't matter anymore. So, one thing I want to say is that it's not just me. I'm not doing it alone. I believe that God gives us the strength to do what it is that we need to do. And one thing that He allowed me was to do was have the courage to speak out to the doctor about what I was dealing with. And I was dealing with this for many years. And I'm not going to start naming names of things and whatever, because I don't want you to think that I'm saying that I have a miracle product and you don't have to take your pills or none of that. What I'm saying is when I went to the doctor and she prescribes me some medication, I was not for the medication because of the side effects that came with the medication. And then when she said, well, just fill them up in case you need it. Because I said, I'd rather speak to a therapist first to see what they say and they recommend or whatever the case may be. So she said, okay, but just fill the prescription up. So there's many things that I started doing. One, when I fell out of faith and I fell out of prayer and I fell out of believing and even doing my regular daily things, it was hard for me to get up. I was in bed crying all day. And I just began to cry out to God and tell him the truth because he says, do not be lukewarm, be hot or cold, and do not be on the fence. He'd rather you be hot or cold, pick one. And then he says, come boldly to the throne of grace. So because I was not feeling his presence, I was not feeling loved, everything was going wrong, everything was falling apart, things were hitting me, they were taking me out. I just wanted to give up. I didn't want to be here anymore. But I have children, I have my husband, and I wanted to fight. There was a part of me that wanted to give up. There was a part of me that wanted to fight. I did fill up the prescription. I'm gonna cover all this up. I did fill up the prescription, as she said, and my husband recommended I fill it up. But I didn't feel led to take it because I didn't want the side effects. And due to my past, of what I had experienced before in the past, that was really devastating to me, I chose not to take the medication. I chose to say, okay, God, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna really believe and be set in my faith. I'm gonna step out on faith and do what you called me to do. So I began to do the day of rest, which is what I say in one of my videos, and that is where you rest from working any type of work, put a name in it, any type of work. But I began to connect with God on that day and my family to build that family relationship back with my children and my husband. So that's the day of rest. Then I began to devote my prayer life to God, not just doing drive-by prayers. And then I also began fasting with my husband. So for 20 days, we are on this fasting journey, still on it. And we cannot eat sweets. So fasting just means you give up something that keeps you from God, keeps God from providing what it is that he's supposed to provide. So like I gave up YouTube, the shows that I used to watch that are criminal shows and bring fear and the kidnappings and killings and things that could just cause fear. I gave up all of those other shows that, just can also put those thoughts in your mind of any sexual thoughts or anything that can, just put something in your heart you don't want in there that you feel guilty about thinking about. I gave up those shows. We gave up Netflix. It's nothing against Netflix. It's just we gave it up. We're fasting, and we gave up junk food and sweets. So that's what we gave up. And I started, and by the grace of God, I started my group on Thursdays called The Garden. And I'm excited about that because it went so well. I can't wait. Next one is the 28th, this Thursday coming up, July 28th. And I'm super excited. So I just want you to know, and I want to be transparent. I'm not saying that the products that I showed you guys are miracle workers and that's all you need and join me. No. It was just I was doing something else. It stopped working for me on many levels, and I'm grateful to that it gave me all I needed to be aware of what personal development can do, what products can do, what a healthy life can do. And so when my friend called me and said, hey girl, I want you to try something because I love you, I said yes. I said yes. And I am happy to say that um, I tried it on the 14th. Today is the 20 something. I'm not sure what today is, but yeah, so I've been feeling better, less pain. My mind is right. I've been in my prayer before that. That's when I started my commitment to God a few weeks before that. So everything was going well, but my weight was getting out of control because of my stressful eating. So on the 14th, when I made the decision, I just began to start losing the weight. I began to feel less pain to no pain in my body, in different areas of my body. You know, your knees, your wrists. I got those heartburns and really bad shocks in my chest, that sort of things. My husband was dealing with shocks through his ankles and the bottom of his feet. He couldn't really walk for a while there. So yeah, and he too started going up in his weight as well. So needless to say, listen, I'm saying to God be the glory. He is first and foremost in my life. And because I said yes to him, even when I didn't believe, even when my faith was going, because I stepped out on faith and spoke to the doctor, and had a real conversation with her and put the thoughts of judgment, oh, what they're going to say about me and this, that, and the other to the side. I was able then to say yes to my friend, to the company, and the products that she shared with me. And I must say, I truly love it. I truly love it. And if I didn't try it first, I would not be sharing it with you. So you guys listen. This video is just to tell you, if something is not right with your mind, if something is not right in your spirit, if something is not right with your soul, if something is not right with your body, please speak out. Find a friend and tell them. People you can trust. We all need a small group for every area in life that can help us, that can teach us, that can push us, that can keep us accountable, that can encourage us, because it's so hard to get motivated. But once you get started, you'll get motivated. Don't wait to get motivated to get started. Get started and then get motivated. But while you're doing that, be around people. Don't ever remain alone, because that's when the devil attacks. Okay, he attacks your identity, he attacks your purpose, he attacks your calling, he attacks your family, he attacks anything that reflects God. Okay, why? Because he is trying to steal what God has for you. He is trying to take you along with him because he know where he's going. So I'm not pushing my faith on you. I'm just telling you what worked for me. Okay, you guys have a lovely day. I pray you smiling today, and I pray you win. God bless.